Imagine a vast armada, sails billowing against a defiant sky, a testament to burgeoning power. For centuries, the sea has been America's highway, its shield, and its stage for monumental displays of naval might. As the United States prepares to mark its 250th anniversary, we embark on a journey through the significant maritime gatherings that have defined its history and secured its place on the world stage. Our story begins not with a bang, but with the rustle of parchment. The fledgling United States, fresh from its revolutionary victory in 1783, recognized a critical vulnerability: a lack of a standing navy. Piracy plagued its merchant vessels in the Mediterranean, particularly the Barbary corsairs, demanding tribute. This existential threat spurred the Naval Act of 1794, authorizing the construction of 6 powerful frigates, the very backbone of a new American fleet. These weren't just ships, they were symbols of sovereignty. The USS Constitution, launched in 1797, the USS Constellation, and the USS United States, among others, represented a commitment to protecting American interests abroad. These wooden behemoths, armed with dozens of cannons, were built with stout live oak, earning the Constitution its famous nickname, Old Ironsides, after surviving brutal naval engagements. The quasi-war with France, 1798 to 1800, provided the first real test. Though undeclared, this naval conflict saw American frigates engaging French privateers and warships in the Caribbean. The young U.S. Navy proved its mettle, capturing numerous enemy vessels and demonstrating that America would defend its maritime rights with force. The Barbary Wars, 1801 to 1815, brought further challenges. The First Barbary War saw Commodore Edward Preble lead a squadron against Tripoli in 1804, including the daring raid led by Lieutenant Stephen Decatur, who set fire to the captured U.S. frigate Philadelphia. The Second Barbary War, following the War of 1812, finally compelled the Barbary states to cease their piracy. The War of 1812 against Great Britain was a defining moment. While land battles raged, the U.S. Navy, though smaller, achieved surprising victories. Commodore Oliver Hazard Perry's triumph at the Battle of Lake Erie in 1813, famously declared, "We have met the enemy and they are ours," secured American control over the Great Lakes. The USS Constitution itself defeated HMS Guerriere and HMS Java, boosting national morale. The mid-19th century ushered in a technological revolution at sea: steam power and ironclad warships. The U.S. Navy's transition was dramatically illustrated during the Civil War, 1861 to 1865. The Battle of Hampton Roads in March 1862, featuring the Confederate ironclad CSS Virginia, formerly USS Merrimack, and the Union ironclad USS Monitor, marked the dawn of a new era in naval warfare, rendering wooden ships obsolete overnight. Following the Civil War, the U.S. Navy underwent a significant modernization. The era of the new Navy began in the 1880s, characterized by steel hulls, steam propulsion, and more powerful rifled guns. This investment was crucial for projecting American power globally, exemplified by the Great White Fleet's circumnavigation of the globe between 1907 and 1909, a powerful diplomatic and military statement. The Spanish-American War in 1898 solidified America's status as a world power. The decisive Battle of Manila Bay in the Philippines on May 1, 1898, saw Commodore George Dewey's fleet annihilate the Spanish squadron with overwhelming firepower. "You may fire when you are ready," Gridley, became a legendary command, symbolizing American naval dominance. World War I, 1914 to 1918, saw the U.S. Navy's role expand dramatically. While European navies engaged in brutal attrition, the American fleet primarily focused on escorting convoys, anti-submarine warfare, and supporting Allied operations. The introduction of dreadnought-style battleships, like the USS New York and USS Texas, represented the pinnacle of pre-aircraft carrier naval gunnery. The interwar period witnessed the rise of naval aviation and the development of the aircraft carrier. Despite treaty limitations, naval planners like Admiral William A. Moffett championed naval aviation. The USS Ranger, commissioned in 1934, was the first purpose-built U.S. aircraft carrier, fundamentally changing naval strategy and power projection. World War II, 1939 to 1945, became the ultimate crucible for American naval power. The surprise attack on Pearl Harbor on December 7, 1941, crippled the Pacific Fleet but galvanized the nation. The ensuing Battle of the Coral Sea in May 1942, the first naval battle fought entirely by carrier aircraft, marked a turning point, halting Japanese expansion. The Battle of Midway in June 1942 is considered the turning point of the Pacific War. U.S. Navy cryptanalysts broke Japanese codes, allowing Admiral Chester W. Nimitz to anticipate the attack. In a stunning display of carrier warfare, American dive bombers sank 4 Japanese carriers, crippling their naval air power and shifting the strategic initiative decisively. The island-hopping campaign across the Pacific saw relentless naval action. Battles like Guadalcanal, 1942–1943, the Philippine Sea, 1944, and Leyte Gulf, 1944, the largest naval battle in history, showcased the immense power of American carrier task forces, amphibious landings, and submarine warfare, ultimately leading to Japan's defeat. The post-war era saw the U.S. Navy emerge as the world's preeminent naval force, embracing jet aircraft, nuclear propulsion, and guided missiles. The commissioning of the USS Nautilus in 1954, the world's first nuclear-powered submarine, revolutionized underwater warfare and strategic deterrence. The Cold War, 1947–1991, presented a new kind of challenge, a global standoff with the Soviet Union. The U.S. Navy maintained a constant presence, deploying carrier battle groups and submarine fleets worldwide to deter aggression and protect international shipping lanes. Naval exercises like FleetX became crucial demonstrations of readiness. The Vietnam War, 1955–1975, saw the Navy heavily involved in riverine warfare, naval gunfire support, and carrier-based air operations off the coast of Vietnam. Ships like the USS Enterprise served crucial roles in sustained air campaigns. The modern U.S. Navy is a marvel of engineering and coordination. The development of supercarriers, like the Nimitz class and now the Gerald R. Ford class, represents the pinnacle of naval aviation. These floating cities are mobile air bases capable of projecting immense power across the globe. Beyond combat, maritime gatherings remain vital for diplomacy and international cooperation. Joint exercises with allied navies, such as RIMPAC, Rim of the Pacific exercise, bring together dozens of nations to foster interoperability, build trust, and address shared maritime security challenges. The history of naval traditions is rich. From the ancient rites of crossing the equator to the modern ceremonies honoring fallen sailors, these customs forge camaraderie and a shared identity among naval personnel. The commissioning of a new vessel or the decommissioning of an old one are significant events steeped in ritual. The evolution of sea power is intrinsically linked to technological innovation. From the wooden hulls of the Constitution to the stealthy designs of modern destroyers and the sophisticated systems aboard carriers, the U.S. Navy has consistently adapted, integrating advancements in materials science, electronics, and propulsion. The U.S. Navy's role extends far beyond warfare. It provides humanitarian assistance during natural disasters, conducts search and rescue operations, enforces maritime law, and ensures freedom of navigation in critical global choke points like the Strait of Hormuz. As America approaches its 250th anniversary, reflecting on its maritime heritage is essential. The journey from a ragtag fleet defending against pirates to the world's most powerful navy is a testament to innovation, resilience, and strategic foresight. These naval gatherings, both ceremonial and operational, underscore a commitment to security and global engagement. The legacy of naval traditions continues to shape the U.S. Navy. The courage displayed at Midway, the innovation at Hampton Roads, and the diplomacy of the Great White Fleet echo in today's operations, ensuring that the spirit of American sea power sails onward. The constant evolution of naval technology, from sail to steam to nuclear power and beyond, reflects humanity's enduring quest for mastery over the seas. Each advancement has reshaped global power dynamics and secured America's vital interests. The strategic importance of maritime control cannot be overstated. The U.S. Navy's ability to project power, protect trade routes, and maintain global stability remains a cornerstone of international security and American foreign policy. The sacrifices made by generations of sailors and officers have built the formidable force we see today. Their dedication, courage, and adherence to duty are the true foundations of America's naval strength. As we look towards America's third century, the U.S. Navy continues its mission, adapting to new threats and opportunities. The spirit of innovation and the commitment to defending freedom across the oceans remain as vital as ever, promising future chapters in this epic maritime saga. Join us next time as we delve into the evolution of naval weaponry, exploring the technological arms race that has shaped navies and defined modern warfare. From the cannon's roar to the missile's silent flight, the quest for dominance at sea never ceases.